Hello, thank you for joining me today. My name is Gwen. I'm going to do a flip through of a mini vintage uh, junk journal here that I've made. I'm going to enter this into a junk journal swap on junk journal junkies. um, and there was certainly criteria on this. This is the first one I've done. I'm real anxious to do it. I'm looking forward to it. Mine measures 3.5 by 5, which is within the criteria, and my spine is measures 1 3/4. Now I've used chipboard, and I pre-covered the chipboard with paper, cardstock type paper, and then I have made a plaque here on the front, covered it first with graphic 45's paper, and then cut out this lovely lady here and mounted her on there as well. So it would stand up a little bit. I Am Rose's flowers, the little rosebuds and petals, and then the bigger roses are recollections. On my spine, and there are 4 signatures, hand sewn signatures. I put lace on first, and then I made a plaque, and then I put a holder, an O-ring holder to put this crystal charm on. Just one small, well, it's not small, but it's beautiful. Just a crystal, it's kind of hard to see, but just a crystal charm. And on the back is just plain, other than my G and whatever. I've secured it with coffee dyed seam binding. All the papers. I have 4 signatures, hand sewn signatures with embellishments that were required, text spots and tags and whatever I will go through. Uh, uh, they're all coffee dyed papers, which I've dyed, and all of the requirements I think I've made. I hope so. So let's go inside. There again, here's the front with the flowers, the spine with the little charm, and the back is plain. And then there's lace underneath the plaque on the spine. So let's go in. It is a chunky monkey, as they say. Oh, I love it. I do like it. I like the small ones. I've made small ones before, and see it. I mean, it certainly is. But that's okay. I love it. Uh, I've made virtually all these embellishments other than boughten lace and various things like that. But the flowers I've made, and I've coffee dyed. I have some boughten things in here, and I think these were from, oh dear, I have a terrible time with this. I lost her thing. Oh, well, there are some things in here that I did buy on Etsy. Oh, here, some's a tattered dream. Some of them are Artie Mays, I believe, and I have them all kind of put together anymore, and I forget. So the inside cover is uh, a lace, cotton lace, and I think the cotton lends itself, but I have used some other lace pocket, and here is a butterfly uh, tag with a flower, paper flower on the front that I did make. And then on the back, there's lines where you could do some writing, journaling. This is a tag. This is from, I don't know. It was from Etsy. It was from, and it has lines on it as well. And so it's just a tag that you could do some journaling on. So they fit down in this cotton lace pocket. The first page is a flip pocket. Now there's a gal, and oh, everybody's told me, and I forget her name. A flip pocket here where you could journal on the inside. Here is a tag that says, and the story begins. On top is just a paper clip with uh, kind of crocheted ribbon, but it's not. With of course the little tag, I made the tag, and I made the flowers. I took coffee dyed paper and I stamped them all with a French script stamp, a big background stamp, and then I punched them out with a couple of different size punches and bent them and whatever. That's the first page. The back of the and I've left a lot of things blank. Is blank. This is a doily, of course. It's a text spot. And this is calligraphy paper, parchment paper. I buy this in the art supplies where they have the arts and the inks and the pens and pencils and paints and whatever. It is calligraphy paper, but it is parchment paper. This is a cutoff from when I've cut down size of papers, and it says art washes away the dust from the soul of everyday life of Picasso, and the doily has become a text spot. The back is plain. This is plain as well, where you could journal, and I have stamped a bird, a little bird on a twig. I have on here stamped where you could do some journaling. I've left a lot of pages blank, and of course this is blank and blank. Another doily text spot, and I think I've got to fix that. I think it's glued to the, it did. Well, we'll fix, there it is. There we go. A doily, another doily text spot on the calligraphy paper. This is plain on this side, and when you turn this, I made this little paper clip and decorated it and put the flower on it and stuck it on there. There's some little eyelash trim on the back and the flower and the ribbon. And then this side is plain, and it says just flying by to say hi. This is plain. Now I made hearts on a string for the ties. I sometimes close them up and make a pocket, or I just sometimes cut them off real short. But I like this, the hearts on a string, and I've seen this on some gal that's started doing this. But I think they're really sweet. This is plain, as you can see. I've had a lot of plain paper. Now this, and there's a little bird. This is the calligraphy paper, parchment paper, whatever, and it was wider, of course, because of the size of the book. So I extended it, made a flap, a fold, and made a pocket, and of course decorated it with the lace and the pearls. And then in the pocket is a lovely picture of a vintage girl. She's beautiful. And so she slips down, but you could put any picture down there you wish. But this is just lace with flat back pearls. Another text spot with a doily, plain. This is just a tag that I put on with the paper clip and the vintage lace. This is lace, and I just stuck it on there that you could journal on. And this is plain as well. Here's another pocket. I don't have anything in there, but here's another pocket from the calligraphy paper, and you could, and I stamped on it, and you could slide something up under there, a picture or whatever. Another text spot. This is plain. This is just this is not a cutoff. This is a I think it's a 4x6 plain file card that I just folded in half, and I coffee dyed it and embellished it and stamped it, and I just stuck it because each first signature has one of these paper clips with the vintage trim, and I just stuck that. So the first one of each one has one of these. You can see them sticking up. I'm getting out of frame. I'm sorry. Another text spot with a doily, plain, beautiful tea dye. The papers just come out really well. Another text spot, plain. Here's another I stamped on here for journaling. This, now I did buy this, and I think I bought this from a Tattered Dream, and I made a pocket out of it, and then I just have a tag, and then I have stamped it on the back where you could journal on the back, and I made a pocket out of it, and that just sticks down in like so. Okay, another, this is the center of our second signature with the hearts on a string. Cute. Plain, plain. Now this is a fold out pocket again. Oh, I forget that gal's name. And it's a text spot. And then I put this other Picture this vintage lady. I think I've got all these from Artsy May on Etsy. And that fits down in the pocket. This is again another pocket made with the calligraphy paper and folded over because of the size. Now this is a stretchy lace, and it's more of a nylon lace, or it's not a cotton. I made the flower and I put that on there, and then there again in the pocket you can let me get it out. Come on. Oh, there we go. It's another vintage picture of two lovers. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful pictures. And it slides down in there. But this is a stretchy type nylon lace. And let's continue. Another tuck spot. This is plain, plain, plain. There's another paper clip that I made. Now this is just a flap. This is the way, the ones I've closed up, I glued them on each side and closed them up as pockets. I just left this as a flap. You can write on it, slip something in there if you'd like, whatever. But I used the paper clip to and put it on there. Plain. This is another card that I made that you can open up and journal on, like so. And then I have just, this is the beginning of this third signature. And there again, it has the paper clip with the cotton trim, and I just secured that under there as well. Here's a tuck spot. I think I'm glued again. There we are. I'm gonna, another tuck spot with the doily. This is plain, and this is a little something for you. I've done a lot of stamping. Well, not a lot of stamping, but stamping and I left a lot of plain as well as another check spot with the doily. Here's a trim stamp on the plain. Here's another, now here's a little bird. Now here's the center of our third signature with the hearts on a string. Plain. This says, follow your dream. Now this is an envelope I made. I stamped this with the stamp, made it with my envelope maker. And then here's just a vintage lady's picture. You could journal a little secret note in there and put in your envelope. Wouldn't that be fun? And it closes up. And it's also open in the back if you'd want to. I mean, it's a pocket as well. I didn't put anything back there, but you could put something back there if you wanted to. So there's two deals right there. Here's another pocket with the calligraphy paper. This is a cotton lace with flat back pearls. And then this is just a cutoff that I stamped and distressed, and it slips in there as well. Oh, it is it's a junkie. I love it. Plain, plain, with a little stamp on the side. This is another, now this is another flip. This is a flip with the calligraphy paper, and on the back I have a cutoff where this opens up and you can journal on it and whatever. And it's, oh, it's stuck in here on top of that. And when I secured it, but this is just a flip, and then it's got lace on the edge. So you can open that up, and then I just stuck a picture of a vintage lady in there. These women are beautiful. Oh, and then this sticks in here. This is plain. This is just a tag that I just embellished. And this is, I got this as a gift. I bought a book. I bought from a gal in Australia. She sent me a whole bunch of stuff, and this was kind of a sorry. It's not sorry, but it's a real fine cotton stamped muslin type, and I've just got it stuck in here on there again. This is the first page of the last signature and the paper clip. And we go over, here's a text spot. Here's Follow Your Dream. Oops. This is just plain Follow Your Dream. This is just some real fine. It's not jute, but it's just real fine. I put it on the back. Here's another one of the tags from A Tattered Dream. I made this tag and used the paper clip on top, and then put, oh, let's see, it goes in here. Now that could be a pocket as well. I left it open, but I've got this stuck down in here, like so. Let me see. Where are we? Where are we? Am I glued together? Ooh, I think I am. When you glue these, there we go. This is just plain, another tuck spot. A bird, a little bird on plain. This is also an envelope. Now you could all, I left this open. This is from A Tattered Dream, and it opens up, and it's got another picture. This is coffee dyed paper. This is out of a book, and it's all it's all machine sewn. There's a lot of sewing on it, and of course she made the flower with some cheesecloth behind it, and I left it open here on the end as well, where you could stick something in there if you'd like. Here we are in the middle of our signature again. Um, Hearts on a string, and then here is just plain. Here's another, and I stapled this. This is another calligraphy. I put a piece of washi tape and I stapled it on the side. And happiness is a journey, not a destination. There we go. I'm out of frame. And on the back side is a text spot with the doily. This is plain. This is plain, plain. Another text spot, and there again, I stamped a little bird on here, and this is the calligraphy paper, and then I stapled it. Text spot on the back. This last page is plain. Now this is the back inside cover, and there again, I did the same thing as I did on the front. This is cotton, a wide cotton lace. I made a pocket out of it. This is just a tag that I made from some uh, things I downloaded. This is just a plain tag. This is also some information that I ordered, and it's got on the back where you could journal as well. It's kind of antique, and I've slipped that down in the pocket. This in the pocket, and then this little tag, and then I got satin or seam binding at the top, and it closes like so. It is a chunky monkey chunky, and there again plain on the back, and then it ties together. Now I didn't want to wrap it to close it. I didn't want a lot of wrapping on it because I wanted it I wanted you to be able to see the front and whatever. So I just attached the seam binding on each side. It is coffee dyed as well. And that is my uh, mini vintage junk journal. There it is. It'll close about like that as tight as you can get it. Of course, the back and just the one little charm and the flowers. I am roses and whatever. Um, I am going to post this on Junk Journals Junkies, and this is my offering for the swap. My name is Gwen, and thank you for joining me and watching, and hope this inspired you and for you to make one as well. I enjoyed making it. It was a lot of fun. I think it came out well. I like it real well. So I hope whoever gets this likes it as well. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a great day.